Hi there, everyone. This is Tina, and this is your message of the day. And this comes to you on the day of Tuesday, January the 7th, 2024. And now, what is special about this day? In fact, when you've woken up this day, you might feel that this is another day in the dreary, tangible reality of life. It might seem that it's very boring. You almost are resisting the activities of the day. And some of the things that you are used to in routine are bothering you this day. It's just basically you growing out of your shell. You don't want to deal with the small anymore. You have ideas that are swirling around in your mind that are wanting to be born. Trust those. Archangel Gabriel is actually very strongly present on the planet this day. So any form of writing, or expression, or creativity will be honored. Trust that. And don't procrastinate on it, and don't push it aside, and don't think it's impossible. Don't bring all those I can't this and I can't that. That's why the healer of the ages is literally present as our guardian this day, as our guide this day. And if you see the numbers of the card also, 5 and 1, 6, a number of balancing. And if you look at his face, it doesn't seem to be very glamorous, right? And he doesn't seem to look very divine in that sense. He's not looking very dashing or handsome or glowing too much with the light. But that's because he's absorbing literally all your pain. I mean, if you look at him and say that I now release, you'll feel this gush of energy just coming out of you and going straight within that orb behind him. And you might say, isn't that orb supposed to be of benefit for me? You decide during this day what that orb is going to be. The healer of the ages is going to literally give you a theme for your healing. Is it the healing of your finances? Is it the healing of your foot? Is it the healing of your writing? Is it the healing of your communication? I need healing help with. And literally look at that orb, give it a theme, and then see that energy pouring down through him to the left side of him, which will take care of how this concern or this pattern or problem came into your life. And then the right side will enable you to get ready for the future that you want to bring, the tangible reality that you want to create. Because if you see the space behind him, that is the Akashic space, though it doesn't look very much esoteric or heavenly. But yes, it's the space the new dawn is approaching and is being created by your thoughts, by your wishes, by your feelings, by your activities. You're being given so much control. So don't think that you lack power in any way. In fact, you're being empowered back, you can say again. That disempowerment is going through those fires on the left and right side of him. They're literally karmic fires, cleansing away all the old and the unnecessary, the residue, the baggage that you've been carrying all this time. Whether it's influence of your own thoughts or others, don't even think about that right now. Don't even analyze that. Just look at the left fire and say, this is my past. And from my past, I wish to just carry forward. Finish that sentence for yourself as many ways as you want to this day. You just think about it, how you want to finish it off. And the beautiful crystalline ray of enlightenment on his left palm will help you with that. That's exactly for that. That balancing, that reinforcement. What is it that's important to you? What you consider to be your foundation? Where you want to feel more of this presence of your foundation? Is it in your activities? Is it your interactions? Is it something that you have been procrastinating about and have just sat there on an idea, and today it's starting to take form and wanting to take movement? Let it go forward. The healer of the ages is here. He's not going to let you sit still, but for your own good. If you see the space also behind him, besides being an Akashic space, you see that only beings of light can enter the space, because there's a huge wall above him. That's the protective wall of heaven. So if you need the protective wall of heaven for any reason, be it your own thoughts, be it activities, be it words, prayers you're doing, meditation, this wall can be present wherever you want it to be. To feel secure, to feel safe, where you feel you're being psychically attacked or called upon too many times, go ahead and put that wall up. And that doesn't mean that you are not having faith in heaven. In fact, you're having more faith in heaven when you do that, because you're putting it up. Because you thought of putting it up, because you trust heavenly forces and divine forces to take care of you. And if you just keep looking at him, you can see his eyes are looking straight into yours, giving you that empowerment. Go ahead and say any amount of affirmations and prayers, reinforcing your divine nature, remembering your divine nature, remembering who you really are. Forget about the mistakes, forget about the regrets. And if those come up, that's why his heart, look at his heart, is just shining. That is the Akashic space completely coming forward. All the golden forces of heaven, every realm of heaven is present within that heart chakra. It's shining for you. Just look at him shining away, smiling away, reminding you, opening you, in a way reactivating you. It's like you were shut off, you were shut down, you were scared, you were fearful, you got worried for a moment, you got lost for a moment. All of that is gone, because he also has gone, filled with the white light, just pouring down the left and right side, shimmering with direction, with power, with light, of course, and with the diamond sparkles, the inspiration, the many faculties of heaven, the essences of heaven. Those who practice Reiki can very much use the symbols here. And if you don't, just think about what essence you want to enhance this day. Do you want to be more courageous? You want to have the capacity to laugh more? You want to have the capacity of good memory, good health, abundance? Is that getting blocked in your life? There's no blockage. Request what you want from heaven. And if you see his throat chakra, the beautiful pink ray of receiving and abundance will help you with your request. So, healer of the ages, I request you now to open up opportunities and a way and direction for whatever it is. But because you're verbalizing it as a prayer, it's taken as a prayer, and it will be treated as sensitively as every prayer is treated by all the faculties of heaven, all the instruments of the light. He's happy to be of service for you. And you want those ideas and inspiration that you're stuck on in your mind? Go back to his hair. That doesn't seem to be very glamorous, right? But that's okay. That's how you are supposed to be. Graceful, carefree, without a care in the world, just floating along with the light, going along with literally the grace of the moment and being in the moment, giving yourself fully to that moment, be it a person, be it an activity, be it a prayer, be it something new that you have to create, be it some way you have to come forward where you've held back. You're going to be amazed at the amount of power that comes out of you if you allow yourself to do that. Because see, his hair, it's not held back in any way. And then the right side is again obstacle-free, very much held in the light, held by the light, empowered by the light, glamorized, you can say, by the light. That's a good thing in this case. Ideas, creativity, a new sense of perspective towards oneself, towards the world, towards how you approach things, towards your activities, your questions, they will start to literally die down. Because why? They'll go into that other fire there, the fire of obstacle removal to the right side of you. And you're held by both these fires. So throughout this day, it's not that you have to do it in one moment. Whether you want to let go of something, which is a residue that has hung around for too long, or whether you want to go to the right, to remove reasons for procrastination and movement, go ahead and make those choices throughout this day. Again, that choice has been given to you as a child of God. You are held within this beautiful gateway. And the gateway can also usher in other helpers, angelic helpers, helpers of the light, helpers from the Akashic spaces, your ancestors, different realms of heaven, ascended masters, goddesses, divine ones, symbols, sounds. And if you see, both his hands are ushering forward crystalline energy. So what is the right hand ushering forward if the left hand is giving you crystalline energy to help remove what has held you back from your past? The right side is to clear and keep clear your present and your coming future and walk into it with grace and ease. No irritability, no anger, no negativity, no fear. Just you shining like that light. Activate that core of your heart too with the help of the healer of the ages. Ask him to plant his crystalline heart residue, you can say, or sponge within you. You'll feel as if you just come alive again, because Archangel Gabriel is very much part of this process, and so is Archangel Michael, and so is Archangel Uriel. You don't have to know their names, just say angels of the fires, divine fire angels. Bless me, help me. I'm just going quiet for a moment to allow you to decide. There's just so much going on around you. Where do you place your eyes and heart and feelings and emotions now? Do you go by your emotions today, or do you go by your thoughts? Both. Because see, there's so much activity going on behind him too. You decide how you balance all of this out. And for what purpose, and for long term or short term, all decisions are up to you. Do not be afraid to decide, in fact, today. Make as many decisions as you can. Because if you see the golden light is pouring into his arms too, that means you're getting the determination. You're getting the ideas. The activity steps literally will come to you. Helpers will come to you, both from the heavenly realms and the earthly realms. Which phone number you should call, or which ascended master you should work with, all that will come to you. How many times you should burn the candle, what type of prayer you should do. Don't think about it so much. The more spontaneously you go this day, the better off you'll be. As much as you follow your heart, your mind will just come along in balance, because it will understand what you're doing. It will, in fact, give you the logic maybe of what your feelings are helping you feel and realize and bring into motion. But your mind will give you a way to bring that forward. So work with both of them as many times as you need to. And if you see, again, Archangel Gabriel has made her presence known. A copper belt is at your solar plexus, all about creativity, expression, bringing the new and innovative forward, using your own words and language, expressing what you have to though. Don't hold back. And if you have an idea, you don't know how to bring it forward, don't sit on that because you don't know how to maybe put it into so-called worldly language. Write down even one word or one symbol. It'll take shape and you'll be amazed. This day it'll take shape faster. That painting, that book, the song, the recipe will come together much faster than it usually does. You just, as I said, flow along. The more you just go with this golden, graceful, heavenly flow, the more you'll be rewarded and find out more about yourself than you ever did before. And this is coming so beautifully to us from the energy oracle cards that always bless us also with an affirmation to go with the main message. And that is the powerful healing of eternal love is with me now and always. Divine consciousness fills every cell. I am whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. Now, look back again and take one more scan around this image. Whatever stands out to you is where your mind is currently focused. Then again, take another scan, and this time, whatever stands out to you is where your emotions are. Now, take a third scan, and this time, look at the orb behind him, and these two, the mind and the emotions, would be merged, coming together as a color, as a symbol, perhaps both, indicating what you're healing and what your utmost focus is right now. But both of them are blending so beautifully into that golden light present in your heart chakra. It's just expanding like anything. In a nice, happy, vibrant, playful manner. Powerful and happy and full of love. You just want to love everyone and everything you see this day. Trust that. It's not something that's taken over you. It's good to extend love. You'll just get love back. You just see how many people and how many animals and plants and whatever you can, and how you can showcase this love. Think about that now. How can I take this love forward? I went quiet for a moment to just allow you to decide that for yourself. And so your steps forward, as you start to take your steps forward, you don't have to again feel like you're not supported. You see that the poles, the right side and the left side, they're not all one wall. They're different portions of the wall. So go ahead and look at each one and see why your mind or attention is going there. What is it that you need to know? Or maybe you're being held back. Maybe you're being stopped. Maybe something needs to change. Something needs to be molded. Something needs to come away from you. Someone needs to come away from you. You need to come away from someone. However it is, give yourself that chance to receive the guidance. Trust that. Trust above everything your intuition this day. You will not go wrong. Because the more you trust your intuition, the more the healer of the ages and the divine ones can do for you, can do with you, because they can speak to you. You're open. You're present. You're receptive. You're there. You're not sleeping somewhere off and hiding from your own destiny. Don't be afraid of your greatness, of your goodness. It's coming to you. Yes, you deserve it and you will get it in a good way. You decide even for yourself what these symbols mean for you. I've just given you what came through me as an instrument of the light. Don't just go by that. In fact, we can teach each other. I love the messages you give every day. I learned something from that. Thank you for being present. And thank you for your love. Otherwise, this channel could not even exist in more ways than one. The speaking channel and the channel on YouTube, both. They need your love. So go ahead and keep on healing and being exactly who you are. And this so beautifully comes to us from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And Sandra can be reached at SANDRATAYLOR.com. And the superb way that the heavenly rays just pour through, absolute, perfect, graceful, peaceful, and full of love, comes to us from Jenna Della Grottagellia's artwork. And Jenna can be reached at AUTUMNSGODDESS.com. So this is Tina signing off for now. Have a superb day, healing yourself in every way. It's coming to you, you've earned it, and you'll enjoy it. Bye for now.